everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Collective Podcast. Today, me alongside Hana Satar are here with Ms. Huda, who has an organization called Umeed Par dedicated to raising awareness regarding cancer as well. So we're going to be talking to her about her organization and her experience in this behalf. So Ms. Huda, can you start by telling us a little bit about Umeed Par and what's inspired you to start this organization?
Okay, so we are a group of 5 mothers. We are mothers of survivors.
Okay.
My daughter was diagnosed with cancer when she was 3 years old. She is now, alhamdulillah, 12 years old. She's had 2 relapses and had to then go on to get a bone marrow transplant. So my daughter actually had been in treatment for the last, I think, 7 years.
Okay.
My other team members, they've had their children undergo cancer, and we actually collectively wanted to, once our children were over and done with their treatment and alhamdulillah, well on the road to recovery, we wanted to give back. So we actually got together without knowing anything. We just literally just got together and we went to Aga Khan. The reason why we went to Aga Khan first is because that's where our children got treated from. And we had somewhat of a rapport there, like we knew the doctors and we knew. So we all went there and we literally went there saying, we just want to help. How can we help?
Yeah.
And not knowing that a couple of days prior to our going there, the head of the oncology, the childhood oncology, had actually been contacted by CCI. Now CCI is Childhood Cancer International. That's your largest international childhood cancer body. I mean, it has offices in 130 countries.
Yeah.
And they had actually contacted him to invite him to become a member of CCI.
Okay.
And one of the prerequisites of becoming a member of CCI is that the organization needs to have parents of survivors.
Okay.
So it was like a God-given thing, perfect timing. We go there and he's like, oh my God, you guys are the ones, right? So I think within a few days after that, we had a Zoom meeting with CCI. And they are the ones who actually told us to get registered, to become a proper organization, to work under that umbrella for a year, and then we automatically become members of CCI. So what we did was, now everything takes super long here. So the registration process, everything was taking a while. So we just continued going to the hospital. So we go there, we play and we go into the cancer wards. We play with the children, we interact with them, we do art therapy with them, we speak to the mothers. Those parents have actually met our children. And when they see our children and they know that our children have been through it and mashallah standing well in front of them, that gives them so much hope. So we continued doing that. And we have this Instagram page and we would tag CCI on every visit. Within a month of doing that, they again came back to us and they said, oh my God, you guys are doing a fantastic job. That 1 year, we've now cut it down to 6 months for you, and we're including all the work that you're doing so far. So now, alhamdulillah, we are full members of CCI.
Congratulations.
So thank you. And our main goal now, and what we realized during our children's treatments, was families come from around Pakistan to get their child treated in Karachi, right? So for example, Afghanistan does not have a single cancer treating hospital. So they have to come here. When they come here, they have no place to live. They actually camp outside the hospital on footpaths, and Aga Khan has a pretty area. They camp out there. But the other hospital that we go to, the government hospital we go to, is NICH. There is no garden. There is just garbage. like it's dirt, and those families live there. So right now we are under the in the process of actually setting up Umeed Ghar, which we want it to be a hostel of sorts, where we house the child and the primary caregiver, which is normally the mother, until their treatment is completed. So what we in our work we found out, didn't know this before, we found out that globally the cure rate for a cancer like leukemia, which is your blood cancer, the cure rate globally is 86%. In Pakistan it's 22. The reason being they don't complete treatments. They do a cycle, they go because they don't have a place to live, or they go back to their villages, their own areas. The child, they go there, they see 5 other children who are looking at their faces, who have no food, they have so many issues. They actually sacrifice that child for the sake of the others. What we want to do is we want them to successfully complete a treatment, and for doing that we want to provide those mothers and those children with a home where we want to provide education, we want to do therapy, we want to provide vocational training to the mothers, just something wholesome, so that they can complete their treatment and go back well and healthy.
So my question for you is kind of, how can us as individuals and other like organizations help get involved and like support your cause? Are there any like donation opportunities?
Oh, absolutely. Lots of donation opportunities, lots of volunteering opportunities, lots of them. So we've already taken, in fact, from grammar school only, we took a bunch of kids to NICH, the government hospital, and they went and did like magic tricks. They interacted with the children. So our main aim when we go visit the hospitals is to just take away from that little period of time, to just take away from that feeling of being unwell, be it for the patient or the families. Just to distract them, just for that little period of time, that's it. So we go, so hence a lot of opportunities for volunteers to just come, interact with them. We do art with them. We've taken Sugary's, the Mahwish Aziz, she came with these boxes of cookies with these piping bags, and all those children, they decorated their own cookies, and so just things to do. We've taken the drum circle, all the kids got around and they played the drums. All of these things actually help in the treatment of cancer. Because what these do, I remember when my daughter was undergoing it, the doctor actually, so my daughter loves to sing. So one time my daughter was sitting on the hospital bed and she was singing. She was listening to something and singing along with it. The doctor walked in and she said, if you continue to do this, you will be healed so much faster. Because what that does is it brings in this sense of positivity. And with that positivity to deal with a thing like cancer treatment, 50% is attitude. That's it. If we can change that attitude in amongst those children and those families, that will help them. So that's where you guys come in.
We would definitely love to.
So inshallah, our Umeed Ghar is coming up. Once we have our Umeed Ghar, we want volunteers all the time. Literally.
Trust me, you'll have many.
I know I will. We know it.
So you describe your Umeed Par and Umeed Ghar, like the initiative under the foundation as well as the foundation. But when it comes to like running such a large-scale organization, so what are like some of the challenges that you end up facing, when running?
Okay, so right now we're not that large scale. We're only a year old, right? But when I really stress on this, when you set out to do for others, okay, that's your path. That's it. It's not something born out of fear. It's not something born out of wanting to be better than someone else.
Yeah.
It's just born only solely and purely to help.
Yeah.
When you set on a path like that, I kid you not, the amount of doors that open up, it's insane.
Okay.
And that is all Allah's hand. So although we're only a year old, we've been alhamdulillah, we've been literally picked up by the international bodies. CCI, there is St. Jude, there's Al-Sac, there are all these big organizations abroad, and they are the ones who are backing us. We are actually under their guidelines. So now, inshallah, once our Umeed Ghar comes up, that is when we will start, inshallah, hiring people. We will start, hopefully growing.
Yeah. So do you have like a specific example or like a story of like the impact of like Umeed Par on like anyone's like life?
Okay. So when we had newly started, literally, I mean, we weren't even an organization at that point. We had literally were volunteers. At that point, there was a girl, 8 or 9 years old, and she was in her absolute last stage. She was at the hospital not because of any treatment. There was no more treatment being done on her.
Yeah.
She was just there to just keep herself. The doctors were keeping her comfortable in order to pass.
Yeah.
We went, met with her mother, and we asked her, what is there anything that we can do for her? She said, my daughter really likes wearing Western clothes, and she loves playing with Barbie dolls. So we couldn't think of anything else. We just went and we bought her clothes, we bought toys, we bought a bunch of things. Then we got all our children to wrap them up, and they wrapped them up so beautifully. They were these, they put stickers and they wrote all these handwritten messages to her. And we all, as a collective family with our children, we went to her, we gave her all those presents. That child who was so weak, she couldn't even open her eyes fully. We could see a hint of a smile on her face. And then, we did that, we left. She passed away without even opening them.
Oh my God.
A couple of months after that, we actually bumped into her mother. And she said to us, we were trying, wanting to say the right things to a mother who's just lost her child. And she said, what you all did for me and my daughter in just that small, short period of time, she said, we can't even forget that. She said, once that very day when you guys had come and you'd given the toys, when you left, my daughter actually said this to me, that please thank them for me. And she said, you guys had such a positive impact on her, although it was her last moments alive. So, as heartfelt and heartbreaking as that was, it just gave us a little more hope.
Yeah.
That even though a situation like this, when that little girl even knew that she's not going to make it, but even just that little, even a minute of little happiness for her.
Yeah.
So it's just
Really
a very
sweet.
small example, but that really touched me personally.
It's probably like one of many.
Many, alhamdulillah.
Mashallah.
So lastly, what message would you like to convey to our listeners about health, about awareness regarding cancer and overall health awareness? Your organization has worked towards it quite a bit. So what's the most important thing regarding that?
Okay, so one of the most important things I will tell you personally is, all my life I had heard things like health is wealth.
Yeah.
Never, ever registered. Never. Until until you actually realize that health is wealth. Because without health, wealth is of no use.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I realized this, and now I all our world, the world around us is right now progressing so fast. It's with all the processed foods and all of these things, cancer is becoming more and more of a, unfortunately, it's becoming more and more common. I mean, I think every 1 in 3 people knows, I think everyone knows of someone close who has undergone cancer. So we really need to start rethinking about how and what we put in our body, because our gut is the be all and end all of everything related to health. So whatever we put in ourselves is definitely affecting us, some in one way or the other. So why not make it something clean?
Yeah,
that is true.
Well, thank you, Ms. Huda, for taking out your time, and we wish you the best of luck
Thank
with
you.
your organization. And as always, the students of Karachi Grammar School are always here to help you if we can volunteer.
Oh, we will.
in any way.
We'll be bullying you guys into.
We will willingly be coming.
I know you
Yeah.
will. I know. I know.
You won't have
I know
to
we
bully
won't
us.
have to do that. I know that.
Well,
Thank you so much.
Ms.
Thank you
Huda,
for
having
taking
me.
out your
Thank
time
you.
for your. Thank you.
Thank you. It was lovely.